Hello everybody and welcome back to LMM, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment, how about giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to the channel to help us grow, and perhaps even check out our Patreon. This video takes a look at my Dennis RS. For last week it became apparent that I've owned the thing for 8 years, and during that time many people have asked a whole host of questions to why did I buy a fire engine, what's it like owning one, but one question remains apparent, and that's, do I regret it? With all the hassle that it's caused me, with all the trials and tribulations, do I actually think it was a good idea? And this boils down to quite simply, yes, because it's awesome. Dupes has led to the rest of the collection, the rest of everything you see on YouTube, and indirectly, I suppose, YouTube itself. So watching this video is basically all down to the big red thing here. And that's not to say that it hasn't taxed me intently. The times that it's broken down, that it's been recovered, and all of the little issues that I haven't been able to get to the bottom of. The amount of time I spent working on a machine which is frankly not meant to be worked on. The fact that realistically the engine should be taken out through the roof, I believe, when you need to work on it rather than leaning across the seats in a particularly uncomfortable way. But the amount that it's taught me and the amount of skills that I've picked up from working on this machine directly is nothing short of amazing, and I have a lot of my experiences to thank to this machine, not to mention the fact that every time I take it out and about, I love it, assuming it doesn't actually break down and we go back to the aforementioned having to be recovered. But I love the way that people see it, they smile and they enjoy the thing as it goes past. I enjoy taking it to shows, I enjoy showing it off. I think it's a wonderful piece of kit. It's certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is a very involved ownership, and certainly the amount that I'd like to do with it is hampered by the amount it costs to run it. Even though it's in double figures for MPG, it's still quite expensive. It is, after all, an 8.8 litre V8, which sounds wonderful until you actually get up to speed and you're on the back roads doing 50, and then it's just a loud clattering noise. It's the real excitement is on those back roads where you can run it up through the gears and you hear that engine purr away and you get that sense of power, or when it's just sat idling away happy. And at the end of the day, the amount of enjoyment I get from owning this machine and being able to take it out and about is nothing short of wonderful. I love it, purely and simple. And as somebody who did for a while drive vehicles commercially, or more accurately drive lorries commercially, it's a wonderful truck to drive. I really enjoy being out on it. It's not as big or heavy as some of the large vehicles that I used to drive, and so that means that handling and manoeuvrability is a dream comparatively. Visibility is okay unless you want to turn left, in which case there's a huge pillar in the way which blocks a lot of your sight, so it's really helpful to have a passenger, but it's just easy, and that's silly to say for a truck of that size. And having it just brings me joy, until it breaks again, and then it makes me really upset. It's also the star of the best video that I've ever put out on this channel, which is one of those little shorty things that has done remarkably well. And it fills me with a sense of joy that the vehicle that basically started the collection and started all of this is now that popular, that it's done that many views. And I can't imagine having any other vehicle that would have done the same job. She is, to me, absolutely beautiful, and I can't actually imagine being without the thing. So yes, it's been a massive challenge. It has taxed me, it's been a pain in the backside, and there's more than one occasion that I have slammed the shed door and walked away in frustration. But it's always been worth it. Having her is one of the best things I've ever done. And my relationship at the time, the girl had said to me, wait till you're older, wait till you retire, don't do it now. And I'm so glad that I didn't listen, because that relationship ended and Jupiter prevailed. I've had Dupes for longer than that relationship lasted, and in truth, Dupes has brought me more joy than that relationship did in its total, and most importantly, yes, Jupiter is still with me. I love that truck to the ends of the earth, and if anything ever goes wrong, everything else will disappear first, and I will end up with Dupes. And I don't know any other feeling towards any other vehicle that's quite as intense. I love all of my collection, but Dupes is just something else. She's special, mainly because she keeps breaking and taxing me, but she's so special to me. And this whole lifestyle of doing YouTube and doing something else and something different, I don't think it would have happened without Dupes. And she's so crucial, such a cornerstone to the whole channel and to what I want to do. The thought of being without her is basically impossible. And to that end, part of it is this whole thing of going and following your dreams and doing something stupid. I would be a completely different person doing a completely different job if I hadn't done something stupid and bought the truck. And there's so many of you guys who I talk to on a fairly regular basis who debate buying something or doing something like this, and then common sense gets the better of you. And I'm here to say with this, looking back over the last 8 years of all the things that have happened, it's worth doing. Because I'd always rather be that person who tried to do something like this and failed, rather than the person who always wondered what it would have been like to do it. And there's so many wonderful heritage things out there, whether that's cars, fire engines, tractors, trains, that need people like you to get involved and look after them. So why not? 8 years of owning a fire engine. It's been tiring, it's been stressful, and it's been hard work. But I wouldn't change it for the world, and I certainly would never get rid of her. So no, I don't regret it at all. In fact, it's been one of the best things I've ever done. And that's all this video is, a quick look back at that. There's a couple of links coming up for other videos with the fire engine in, admittedly, better and worse times. So have a look at those, and thanks for watching, guys. And see you next time. And go out, buy something stupid.